Ladies and gentlemen, on this, my inaugural episode of DIY Guitar, we're going to be checking out some Dimebag Derrell guitar hacks that we can do ourselves at home. So specifically today we're going to be looking at two things that are little things that Dimebag used to do that really just make your life as a guitar player way easier. So the first one, up close so you can see it, is these speed knobs. Little bumps gives you extra traction, makes it a lot easier to roll it in and out. And it's surprisingly easy to do. Let's check it out. So this is really easy to do. And all you're gonna need is a Sharpie, soldering iron, a cloth, and a guitar. So, the hardest part for me, really, is keeping the guitar clean. Second to that is getting the knobs off. Let's grab screwdriver and the cloth. So, what you're going to want to do here, I wrap the cloth around the screwdriver just to keep the guitar from getting scratched here. You got to be really kind of gentle about this part because these can break and it sucks. But there you go, not too difficult. Let's go ahead and get the other one. There we go. I think I'm going to leave the tone knob how it is. We'll set this aside for now. Alright, so now we've got these. What you're going to want to do is go ahead and go around the whole thing and mark where you're going to put your bumps. They're actually little holes, but we'll get there in a second. I like to go right above the number, getting as close to the middle as I can, making them as even as possible. And this takes a second. And there we go. Looks pretty good to me. A couple of them are a little bit off, but that's okay. We can fix that as we're doing it. Now you take your soldering iron. Be very careful, this is hot. You can burn yourself. I've done it, it sucks. But we've got our little marks all around there. So we're just gonna go through on each of those marks and you take your hot soldering iron and you're just melting the plastic where you put each of your dots. I don't like to go in too far, just big enough to get the effect. It doesn't take much pressure either, just a little bit. And the trick is, I've discovered, to go kind of slow. And that's what gives you the nice little mushroom shape at the top. And that's what you're actually gripping on. There we go. Make that a little bigger. And there There we go. Not perfect, but it certainly will work well. It's that easy. Pop it back on your guitar, and you're good to go. Alright, the next thing we're looking at today is Dimebag's Pics. He always used to have these scored picks. I don't like that. Right? And the deal was, picks can be hard to hold on to sometimes, right? They get slippery, you get sweaty, and you drop them all the time. So Dimebag's one of the guys that used to do this. There's a lot of other players that do it as well. Guys from Lamb of God do this, but it's a great idea and it works really well. And it's really not very hard to do, so let's check it out. Alright, so again, this is really easy to do. You just need a few things. You're going to need a hard, flat surface. Carpet's not quite hard enough. So, just going to borrow this box. Give me a little platform to work on. Then you'll need some sort of non-stick surface. I'm using this barbecue grill pad. Should get the job done just fine. You can use anything as long as it doesn't slip around a lot. You got to have something that's not going to move when you're trying to score the picks. So basically we just want to make these little crisscross patterns. So last thing that you'll need is something to score with. I prefer this little tiny screwdriver. You could use a metal file, you could use a razor blade, whatever you got. Just be very careful not to cut yourself. And it's very simple. You're just going to put the pick down, hold it in place, and make some scores in the pick, kind of going across. More there. Cool. You're going to turn the pick around, and you're going to go the other way. This time crossing the scores that you just made. Gives you a nice little checker pattern there. Flip the pick over. Do it again. Now the harder the pick is, the more difficult that this is to do. And these picks are pretty hard, so it gives me a bit of a run for my money. But a little pressure, a little patience, and it comes out all right. And there you go. A scratched up pick. Easy enough, but gives you something good to hold on to, just a little bit extra grip as you're jamming away. It's a little bit easier to see on the Tortexes. Actually works a little better on the Tortexes, I think, but so far I've been able to do this on most picks. It's a great tool. Alright, well there you have it. Our first couple of DIY guitar hacks. Some pretty cool stuff, I think. We got our speed knobs finished with our little Dimebag grips on it. I love this. I've been doing this to all my guitars and it's working out fantastically for me. Just a little bit less to slide on as you're getting sweaty, jamming out riffs. We also got our scored picks, hanging on to them so we're not dropping them in the middle of the big solo. Got a couple of them. Woo! And it's all easy stuff to do. You can do it. Of course, you gotta be careful because it sucks to burn yourself, sucks to cut yourself. But with a little bit of care and some patience, these are some great guitar hacks that might make your life a little bit easier. But that's all I got for today. So, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe so you can get more videos like this and like all different types of videos. Yeah. But otherwise, I'll see you next time. I'm Jet. Cheers.